Did you know that nearly 50% of Americans report feeling lonely, even when they're in relationships? It's a shocking statistic, right? Many people believe that being in a romantic relationship is the key to happiness, but the truth might surprise you. Here's the thing: you don't need a partner to feel complete. In fact, studies show that people who focus on building a fulfilling life on their own are actually happier in the long run. According to a 2021 survey, 71% of people said having a sense of purpose and independence was more important than being in a relationship. In this video, we're going to challenge some common beliefs about love. You'll learn why focusing on yourself first is the best way to live a fulfilling life, whether you're in a relationship or not. From breaking free of the relationship cure-all myth to discovering the power of self-love, get ready for a journey that might just change how you view love forever. Stay tuned, because the truth is simpler and more empowering than you think. Chapter 1: The illusion of love as a cure-all. We've been fed the idea that a romantic relationship is the solution to all our problems. Movies, songs, and books paint love as the ultimate answer to loneliness. But here's the truth: relationships don't automatically fix us. Take this: in a 2019 study by Harvard, researchers found that people who reported the highest life satisfaction didn't credit romantic love alone. They cited purpose and meaningful personal growth as key factors. Surprising, right? So, what's the strategy here? Start by reframing your mindset. Instead of thinking, "I need a partner to feel complete," think, "I am enough as I am." Easier said than done, but small steps help. Journal 3 things you love about yourself every day. Over time, you'll rely less on others to define your worth. And let's not forget, people who chase relationships often neglect their individuality. Psychologist Esther Perel says, "Too much merging kills desire." When you make your whole world about someone else, you lose what makes you unique and, ironically, what makes you attractive. Chapter 2: The power of self-love over romantic love. Here's a bold truth: self-love isn't selfish. It's necessary. Think about it: how can you expect someone else to love you if you don't even love yourself? A fascinating stat from the Journal of Happiness Studies shows that self-compassion is a bigger predictor of life satisfaction than romantic success. In other words, the kinder you are to yourself, the happier you'll be. Start small. Replace negative self-talk with affirmations. For example, if you catch yourself saying, "I'm not good enough," try flipping it to, "I'm doing my best, and that's enough." Over time, these affirmations reshape how you see yourself. Another strategy? Invest in your passions. Love reading? Sign up for a book club. Into fitness? Try a new workout. Loving yourself isn't just about pampering, it's about fueling what makes you, you. Brené Brown once said, "True belonging only happens when we present our authentic selves." The more you nurture your authentic self, the less you rely on a partner to feel whole. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Stick around for more tips that can truly transform your life. Chapter 3: Building a life worth loving. Have you ever noticed that people with vibrant, full lives seem more magnetic? It's not a coincidence. When your life is rich with purpose and joy, you naturally attract healthier relationships, if you even want one. Let's get practical. First, carve out time for hobbies. Did you know that learning new skills boosts dopamine, the same feel-good chemical released when we're in love? It's science-backed proof that you can feel just as good about painting as you do about a date. Second, focus on financial independence. According to a 2021 Pew Research study, 71% of people believe financial stability is more important than being in a relationship. Building a career or side hustle you're passionate about not only boosts your confidence but gives you freedom. Lastly, build your tribe. Close friendships often bring more happiness than romantic love. A study published in Psychological Science revealed that people reported the most joy when connecting with close friends, not necessarily partners. Reach out to that old friend. Join a local group. Relationships thrive when they aren't your sole source of fulfillment. Before we continue, take a moment to subscribe. There's more to come that will help you design a life you truly love. Chapter 4, The Relationship Paradox, Why Less is More. Here's a paradox you might not expect: the healthiest relationships are the ones where both people maintain independence. The more you cling, the more you push someone away. Think about it. Have you ever felt suffocated in a relationship? Or been the one doing the suffocating? Research published in Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin found that individuals who maintain personal independence are more likely to report satisfaction in relationships. In simple terms, space matters. So, how do you strike the balance? Start by setting boundaries. Boundaries aren't walls, they're guidelines. For instance, if you value alone time, say so. Something like, "I need an hour each evening to unwind," is clear, kind, and fair. Another strategy is to keep your personal goals alive. Relationship expert Dr. John Gottman highlights that shared meaning is essential in relationships, but so is individual purpose. Don't abandon your ambitions just because you're in love. Instead, share them with your partner while pursuing them independently. Lastly, embrace the idea that love doesn't mean losing yourself. It's about adding to your life, not replacing it. Esther Perel nails it when she says, "Love rests on two pillars, surrender and autonomy. Both are vital." Chapter 5, Love Outside Romance. Love isn't limited to romance. In fact, platonic love, deep, meaningful connections with friends and family, can be just as fulfilling, if not more. It's time to broaden how we define love. Studies back this up. The Harvard Study of Adult Development, one of the longest-running studies on happiness, found that strong social bonds, not just romantic ones, are the biggest predictor of a fulfilling life. Yes, your friends matter that much. So, what's the takeaway? Start investing in your friendships. Quality over quantity is key here. A meaningful conversation with one close friend beats 20 surface-level interactions. Another strategy? Create rituals with loved ones. It could be a monthly coffee date with your best friend or Sunday dinner with your family. These small, consistent actions strengthen bonds over time. And don't overlook the power of giving. Volunteering or acts of kindness boost oxytocin, the same hormone linked to love and bonding. Plus, they remind you that love exists in many forms. The Dalai Lama once said, "Love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Practice them everywhere, not just in romantic relationships." Chapter 6, The Ultimate Love Story, You and Your Potential. Here's the most underrated truth: the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one with yourself. Your potential is waiting, but it requires attention. Start by asking yourself, what do I want to achieve? It could be as simple as learning a new skill or as ambitious as starting a business. Psychologist Mihai Csikszentmihalyi, known for his work on flow, found that people experience the most happiness when fully immersed in challenging, meaningful tasks. Next, make a growth plan. Break big goals into smaller, actionable steps. For instance, if you want to write a book, start by dedicating 15 minutes a day to writing. Progress builds confidence, and confidence builds self-love. Another key strategy is embracing failure. Best-selling author Elizabeth Gilbert puts it beautifully: failure has a function. It asks you whether you really want to go on making things. Every stumble is a step forward. Finally, celebrate your wins, big and small. Acknowledging your achievements reminds you of your value, independent of anyone else. When you fall in love with your growth, you create a life where a relationship becomes a bonus, not the goal. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe and keep up with more life-changing tips. Your best life is just beginning.